Good afternoon and welcome to my channel. I wasn't going to film this, I was just going to do it, which is why I've got the powders already on my papers. But I decided to film it. I'm using a couple of the Tonic Nouveau shimmer powders. That one is Catherine Wheel and that one's Falling Leaves, and this one is a pixie powder, Cosmic Shimmer pixie powder, and that's in Candy Pink. I've already put them down. I'm trying to do a background in my art journal. As I say, I'm very new to art journaling, so I was just going to have a play, and then I decided that I would film it. Obviously, if you do see it, it means I'm pleased with the results. If you don't, it means I wasn't. So join me as we find out what happens. So I've sprinkled my powders on, and then from what I can make out, you just then spray the water. I have put, this is sketch paper in this book that I'm using, and this is a sketch pad that the lovely Amber of Amber Kintyre Crafts sent me, of which I've turned into a art journal. So let's spray some water on and see what happens. Oh wow. I don't want to over wet it because it's not watercolor paper. So I might have to work quickly on this. I've put the kitchen roll underneath so as not to damage the paper too much that's underneath, because obviously it isn't watercolor paper, so I want it to move a bit on. Some bits there that hadn't mixed, so I'm just putting a bit more water on, but I'm going to mop it up in a minute. But as not to waste it, I'm going to mop it up with some papers. So just bear with me a moment while I go and get some papers. I've just got some papers here, so let's just mop it up. Rather than wasting the powder. Right, I've still got some bits there that still haven't mixed. Add a bit more of the green in. I love how it reacts with the water and you see the actual powders moving. All I'm trying to do now is move the water rather than add any more water. Right, I'm happy with that. Got a bit more movement in it now. Where's my kitchen roll? These papers that I'm using as mop-up pages, I can always use in other projects. Just bear with me a moment. Sorry about that. I realised I didn't have anywhere for it to go. I'm not going to dry it with my heat gun because I don't want the pages to curl if I can help it. So I'm just going to let them dry naturally. And once they're dried, I'll come back and show you what they look like. But I mean, there's quite a bit of a shimmer there already. I mean, I do have some Prism shimmer sprays, but I don't get them out. So maybe I need to get them out and start actually using them. I bought them quite a while ago, thinking I would use them, and then I haven't. But I think it's because I wasn't into different mediums then. And as I say, I'm very new to mixed media. So, you know, it may be something as the weeks and that go on that I'll use more. So, I'll come back to this when they're dry, and see what they look like then. Bye for now. Right, I'm back. So before I bring in my art journal pages that I did the backgrounds for earlier, using the tonic shimmer powders, I thought I'd come on and show you what we're going to be doing. Today is the last Friday of the month, and it's JMC release day for the digital collection, and this month's collection is absolutely adorable and I absolutely love it. So let me introduce you to the Tartan Dinos. So you can purchase this collection over on Etsy, and you can purchase it either as a full collection or as individual images. I will leave the link in the description box. I will also link all the other design team members that have do YouTube tip videos, which is Julia, Dawn of Shiny Silver Treasures, Angela Brown, Jenny Ginger Ninja Crafts, and myself. And I will also put a link to the Facebook group where the other members of the design team will also be showcasing their creations with this collection. So I will link all of those in the description box. So let's meet the Tartan Dinos. So I think this image is one of my favourites. Well, in fact, I love them all, but I think I'm more drawn to this one. And this is, I am hoping I'm pronouncing it correctly, is Iridescent. And she's just absolutely gorgeous. So we've got the dinosaur there with the flowers in her hair and her big eyes there. And then we have Sleepysaurus, which is just so cute. We then have Tartan Rex, which is just fab. And And then we have tartan tops. If you buy the full collection, you also get the accessory pack. So you've got the leaves, the flowers, some eggs and some rocks and stones there. And then, as always, with the full collection, you have the sentiments. So we have Raw, Dynamite, You're My Old Dinosaur, I Am Unstoppable, Don't Forget to Be Rawsome, Find Adventure, Let the World Hear You Roar, I Am Strong. So they're all really good. So that's the collection. So let's go to what I have done. Normally I would just do a project share, but I've chosen this time to show you some of the process. So earlier I do still have ink and everything all over my hands. I do apologise. I have washed them, but it's just not coming off. So this is the background that I made using the Nouveau shimmer powders, which I don't think my camera will be picking that up, but it's got a real amazing shimmer to it now it's dried. I've also used a script stamp. I haven't done it all over, you just need bits of it, and that's done in a sepia tone just so it's not in your face. So I'm doing this as a double page spread because I have two dinosaurs that I've coloured up here. So I have Tartan Rex, and I've done that one in green and pink. Well, that's magenta and then the pink, and I just think that's absolutely adorable. I'm really pleased with how that's come out. And then I've got the tartan tops. Now, orange is not my colour. I don't own anything orange. It's not a colour I wear. It's just not on my radar whatsoever. I am trying to use different colours instead of just reaching for the purple and the pink, because that's usually what I do. So I am trying to use the colours that I've got. So I've done this one in the bright orange and the red, but I absolutely love it. And I think the combination together has come out really, really well. And I'm really over the moon with that one. So I'm thinking that we're going to put those there. I've just dropped something on the floor, I think. Just bear with me a moment. Oh, I dropped one of my flowers. So for the flowers and the stones and the eggs, I haven't coloured them as such. I've used my inks. So for the pink, I've used the Kitsch Flamingo from the Distress ink. For some of my rocks, I've used Hickory Smoke and Antique Linen. And then for the greenery, I've used Lucky Clover. So I've just inked them very roughly, just for to use a different medium. And then my eggs I've done in Spice Marmalade and the Kitsch Flamingo. So we'll be putting those in somewhere as well. So I'm thinking that I'm not sure I'm going to get that in there. I might not be able to fit them all in. I've lost a stone. But I have actually cut out a couple of these ones because I've cut it off there. And I was going to reattach them, but oh, here they are. And I'm just going to put them on like that. You know, don't be afraid to cut your images up so they fit more how you want them to be. So I'm thinking both of the dinosaurs need to be behind the rocks like that. Something like that, maybe. We'll see how we go when we get on. So that's what I'm thinking there. Don't know if I've got any of the templates. Yeah, not templates. So, see which ones I've got here. I think I'm going to use I Am Strong, and I'm just going to have one of the sentiments over both pages, is what I'm thinking. So let's get these stuck down. I think because it's in my art journal, they're going to have to be flat, because otherwise my pages aren't going to stick. I think I've bent that one a little bit. It seems a bit floppy. So I've got to remember that it's on the fold of the page. Right, I think we're going like that. So I'm going to do this page first. And I'm using my art glitter glue just to stick them down. I'm just going to layer them all up. What's everyone been making? Anything nice? How's everyone? Your children are all back at school now. Are the seniors, has the secondary schools come back, or is it just the primary? Hope all the children are enjoying being back at school. Be able to see their friends. Sorry, I must learn to chat and do it at the same time, because I forget. Right, where's that one? Do we think that one over there? No, I think I like it over here. So I'm going to, once I've stuck this one down, I'm going to go off camera and stick the other one down, and then I'll be back. But I'll just stick this one down first, and I'll cut my sentiment out at the same time. And I've just realised I didn't ink all the sides up. So we'll see if I can ink them now. They're down. Right, so I'm going to stick these ones down, and then I'll return. Right, I'm back. So I've stuck them all down. I've inked up my sentiment. So I'm going to use the I Am Strong. But I just wanted to put some more texture or more mediums on the page. This is filmed in advance, and one of Dawn's videos this week, Dawn was using the craft box souffle which is a mix of medium with different glitters in. And she said that if you didn't have that, then you could easily make your own using gel medium or PVA glue and the glitters that you have at home. So I decided to have a go. I use the Ranger matte gel medium. So I have made some up, and I've only put them in small pots because I wasn't sure how it would work. But I did a test earlier, but I'll do it again while I'm on camera. So I love these glitters. These are the Stamps by Chloe Sparkalicious collection, and there's quite a few of them in the collection. So for these, this one is the Unicorn Sparkle. So that's what I've used. And that's that one. And then I've used, what's this one? Tutti Frutti. This is quite fine, this one. I was going to use that on that, but it's very similar colours and I wanted it to stand out a bit. And I don't know what this one is called because I've actually ripped the label. But this one is an iridescent. So it's like an iridescent glitter. So I did make some up. And I did a test earlier and it really does look nice. So I will be making more up to use in a big pot. But I just didn't want to do it with my gel medium and then find out it didn't work. But this is the, what is it? Unicorn Sparkle. Ignore the state of my spatula. And that will dry clear and you'll just see the iridescent bits. So that's that one. Got a bit of hair in that. Don't know how. That's the one I'm going to be using now. So let me just wipe this. And that's the Tutti Frutti. So that's got quite a nice sparkle to it. That's got like gold bits in it, but it's very similar to the colours that are on there, so I don't think it will stand out. And this one is the iridescent one, which I don't know what it's called because I ripped the label. And that's the iridescent one, so you can see the different sparkles in that. So I'm just going to use a bit of the unicorn one, because that is my favourite. Move that out of the way before I stick my elbow in it. It won't be the first time I've done that. I do hope all this ink and everything comes off my hands because hands look dreadful. So I'm just going to pull it, you know, there's going to be no rhyme or reason. It doesn't have to be in any order. I just want to put a different texture on my page. And then when it's fully dry, because obviously it is gel medium, it takes that little bit longer to dry. And obviously I don't want to stick any of the pages underneath, so make sure I haven't got any on the pages underneath. So I'm just putting it in little places just to give it a bit of added sparkle. There, and I'm going to do the same over here. And then when it's fully dry, we'll come back and I'll show you how it has dried on the page. I think that's what I like about an art journal. When I've watched, see, I'm new to art journaling. But when I've watched other people, you know, you can try out different mediums on different pages, and if you don't like them, you can just go over them. But I like how that's turned out. There we go. Probably got a little bit more than I need over there, but hopefully when they're dry, you'll still see the iridescent glitter through it. I mean, you should do, because you can see it now. So you can see that I can see the glimmer now, even if you can't on the camera. So if I just hold the book up, I'm now covered in that as well now. So there we go, that's it there. So when it's dry, I'll come back and show you what it looks like. I don't know how to have my sentiment now. I'm going there. Probably shouldn't have put that there. I forgot about my sentiment. So there we go. When this page is dry, I'll come back on and show you what this gel medium has dried like. Step my hands. And then I just want to do the doodling, the border, but I can't do that while everything's still wet on the page. I'm going to look at the step of my hands. The glitter on my hands now. Yep, I'm going to be covered in glitter for days to come. So that's my project mate. This is the March new release by JMC Designs, and it is the Tartan Dinos. And just as a reminder, we have this one, which is Doloridus. I do hope I'm saying that one right. And we have Sleepysaurus. We have the Tartan Rex. And we have Tartan Tops. If you can see that, I'm actually in the image. And we have the accessory pack there. And then we have the sentiments there. And I've used I Am Strong as my sentiments. As I say, I will leave all the links in the description box so that you can go and check out the other design team members that have YouTube, and also on the JMC Crazy Craft Hive, in case you want to go and see the rest of the design team members. And also there's a fair few of us that have YouTube, not YouTube, Instagram. So you will probably, if you're over on Instagram, you will probably have a few of us that are sharing on there as well, over the next few days anyway. So that's it for me for now. So all that's left for me to say is take care, stay safe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for now. Right, so I'm back. So I've done my border there to frame the picture, and because it's a double page spread, I've joined them up there rather than singly. And I wanted to come back on to show you how the gel medium with the Sparkalicious unicorn sparkle in it worked. And I don't know if my camera will pick that up, and you might not be able to see it, but I can just see it there. It's really, really sparkly in real life. So I've done it here, 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 and here on that page. And there's a real iridescent. Did it catch it then? I hope it really is catching it. And then Again, I've done it across the bottom here, here and here. So I haven't put too much on, but just enough to give it a different texture there. Is that catching it? It's trying to catch it in the light so that you can actually see the sparkle. So if you don't have the souffle from Craftbox, but you have some gel medium, and most of us have got glitters and confettis and things, then do have a go at mixing it up and making your own sparkle gel medium, so that you can add it to the different projects that that you do. So that's my project share for this month, for the March release of the JMC Design digital collection. And just quickly recap, we've got the Tartan Dinos, this is for the March release, which I believe is the 26th March. It's the last Friday in the month. So as I am filming this in advance, so I believe it's 26th. I don't know, 25th or 26th, last day of the month. So we have Dolores, Sleepysaurus, Tartan Rex, Tartan Tops, the accessory page, and the sentiments, which can be purchased as a full collection. Just bear with me while I find out what the dates are on that. Right, I'm back. I did have a check, and the release date is March the 26th, which it is today. And the discount is valid until midnight on the 30th of March, which is Tuesday. So Tuesday the 30th, midnight. We get that, do that again. So midnight on Tuesday the 30th of March is when the discount ends. And the discount code is DINO20, all in capital letters and all one word. So to get the 20% discount on the Tartan Dinos over on Etsy, then, you know, do use the code before the 30th of March. Okay, so that's it now. So bye for now.